it's okay to disappoint people. All right, this came up in a reading a few days ago. Okay, it's okay to disappoint people. All right, and a way to help us kind of move through that and accept that is thinking about how we deal with disappointment and how we feel when we are disappointed by others. And what we're thinking about them, and how we're impacted, and perhaps aspects of abandonment that might come up, and just pain, and what other narratives and stories it ends up feeding. Like, oh, this always happens, or this never works out for me. This kind of stuff, right? And how painful disappointment is and can be, right? And so oftentimes, like, when we really don't want to disappoint others, we're wanting to prevent them from feeling that pain of disappointment. We're wanting to prevent them from that, and also we're wanting to prevent ourselves from being that person, right? We know how we feel when we're disappointed, and we don't want to be the bearer of bad news. We don't want to be the reason. We don't want to be the cause. We don't want to be that person, right? And so, all of that is that knot, right in your stomach, right in that solar plexus, all right in your belly there, where you're just like, oh man, like, you don't want to have to be that person. Okay, so there's an invitation here to really sit with acceptance around that, looking into, really going into how you feel when others make decisions that disappoint you, finding spaces of grace, finding an okayness when people make decisions that are really the best for them, and sometimes we have thoughts like, oh, they're being selfish, or they're not thinking about this, that, and the other thing, and we're focused on the responsibilities perhaps that they're leaving, and sure, there are times when people drop the ball. People drop the ball on things, and people absolutely disappoint us in ways that are really unfortunate, and that absolutely happens, right? And we have to hold that, and there's imperfection, and that's life. And also, sometimes we experience disappointment when people are really doing like the right thing, and moving in that direction, and that can be hard, and we can have a lot of feelings come up around that, and that might be for some of you too here, the guilt of what you're leaving others with. Feeling like you're abandoning responsibilities. And that, friends, that is, Lord, that is the work. That is the work. We go back to, what is actually ours to tend to.